Hey guys, it's your girl Soph, and you're watching ZachArcher.
Everyone, I'm in love, and it's the real thing this time, I promise. So there's this woman who I've become quite acquainted with over the past few months, and just I am infatuated, right? I mean, she gets me on like a whole other level. It's crazy. Um, she's beautiful, obviously. She laughs every now and then. It's cool. And she does music. It's Dua Lipa. Here she is, right here. Dua Lipa. All right, I have her 2 CDs. Look at this. This is one of the best albums I've ever heard. Whoa, hello. This was like a game changer for 2020 for me. Future Nostalgia. This album's great as well, and significantly better looking CD, by the way. This is a little paper cheap thing, and it's an S tier album. This is like A minus tier, and it's super shiny and it's crazy. Look, this is an artist that I've really been into over the past year, where I haven't been doing videos and haven't been able to talk. And there she goes, and she's going away now. What else is new, really? Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, so honestly, no, this is real. This is true love to me because I loved her before I even saw her, right? Who does that anymore? No, I was in love with her voice as soon as I heard it. Look, and now I had heard. Well, let me sit for this one. I had heard her songs before, like New Rules. But that song pales in comparison to some of the best on Future Nostalgia, honestly. Future Nostalgia, every song is great. It's got such a vibe to it, which is very like 80s retro, but also super modern in that it's produced incredibly well. Like, as much as I love her voice, I think the production adds so much to it. Who is the producer for this? Who cares, right? Excellent work, though. But it was something that last year in 2020, I had highs and lows. 2020 was a rough year for a lot of people. COVID-19. Heard of him? He was great. He had a good time that year, but not many other people did because of him. But with my lows came Dua Lipa to bring me higher again. And honestly, she brought me pure joy. Like, it just makes me happy listening to her music. And now I know all the songs by heart. So it's a different happiness. It's not fresh, hot, new love, that kind of love. So we're in love. It's like we've been married for far too many years at this point. It's kind of that kind of love where it's love. It's not love, right? You never get those honeymoon years are the best that love has to offer, right? I know this from experience. A lot of love to give, all right? But honestly, I implore you, Dua Lipa has gotten super popular in the past year especially as well. Just in that time is when a lot of her songs from Future Nostalgia have taken off. And she did have the hits that are on this album, like New Rules. What else? You might have heard Blow Your Mind. You might have heard IDGAF. These are less like pure quality to me, but there are some jams in here. I love Electricity. Honestly, that's just a jam to me. I can jam out to that anytime. And I love Blackpink. So her song with Blackpink is great. Kiss and Make Up. One Kiss you probably heard as well. It's one of those popular ones. One kiss is all it takes. Fall in love with me. Calvin Harris was there. But honestly, yeah, as much as she's blown up in popularity, that often tends to be the thing that people see that turns people off, that are especially not into top 100 hits kind of music. They see it's like Dua Lipa. Oh, she's on the top of the charts everywhere, and they just hear her music all the time, so you don't really pay it any mind. But then when if you get into this album, Future Nostalgia, just go into it fresh. It's like, wow, this has a really distinct vibe to it. and it's like a tone set throughout the album. It's consistent. It's one of those albums that really works well as an album, not just each individual song, but it all comes together as like a cohesive product that like it all meshes really well. And sure, there's some that I don't like as much, but I don't think any are explicitly like a tier below the others. Like I rarely find myself skipping songs in this album because it just works. You know, one leads into the other perfectly well, and I love it. But yeah, that's why it's true love, because I loved her before I even saw her, just the voice, and then when I saw her, I was like, that's cool, I guess. So Dua Lipa, the new love of my life. Thank you for everything you've blessed my life with. I mean, honestly, I'm a changed man because of Dua. I ride or die for Dua Lipa. I just want more music. See, she's only got 2 albums. I will say, Future Nostalgia, obviously by far my favorite of the 2, but Jesus, talk about an album that has has a lot of content. This is the complete edition, which comes with 25 songs across 2 discs. That's a lot of songs. And honestly, I'm always hesitant when I see that many songs in an album, because I'm like, oh, that's a lot of filler, no killer. You know what I'm saying? But this one, while it's not nearly as solid as this one, there are definitely some skippable ones in here. I feel like it's really a bang for your buck considering how much good is in it. You know, and it took some more time to grow on me, other than unlike the instant love I had from this Future Nostalgia, but it's so worth it. There's so much to love there. And yeah, Blackpink is another one I need to talk about. I love Blackpink. That's it, alright? Go to ZachArcher.net for the latest and greatest from me.